Okay, feed a small section of the dome. Hmm. Hold on, let me actually tell people we live. Today we're working on something very important. Oh, oh. So we're trying to. Today's going to be a bit boring because we're going to be building that copy of the system that I nearly blew up this computer for. Um, but we should create the Ada out executable. This one is a standard input, and it's fed. So it seems that it can't find. Na, 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 na. So I guess what we'll do is we'll read the dummy.log. Let's see. Ah, command not found. Flex. Na 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 ba ba mm 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 the short loads. Okay, so it seems like GCC is what's not installed. Because obviously it's saying command not found. So we're going to go back. Ah, it's gonna take forever. Mm-hmm. 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 No. No, 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 no. Right foot, left foot, and turn. Left foot, and turn. Oh, whoa. Left. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. No, no, no. No. No, ba, 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 ba. Okay, that's weird. Seems like the files are missing. Alright, what we're gonna do, this is gonna take a while. Okay. Na, 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 na. It was actually my goal to have this done before I have to come on here, but things don't always work out the way you want them to, guys. That's your life lesson today. That's your life lesson with me today. Things don't always work the way you want it to. And when things do, all you can do is slashy shrug and say, that's as how the ball bounces, I suppose. I remember. Ow. Na na na. Boom, bum, 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 bum. Na 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 ba da 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 da. What song is that? Na 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 na. No, 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 no. That sounds so familiar. Boom, boom. No, ba da da, da ba da, la la, la ma ma ma, la la ma da, la la, la la. I feel like we played this. Lama, lama, Now that's gonna be stuck in my head. I need to figure out what that is. The sooner I figure it out, the sooner it'll get out my head. So I can focus on it. No, 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 dum. We played that this year. We did play it. Tomorrow, that's what it is. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. How does? I love this shirt. All right, that's gonna take a while. So while we wait for this, let's go. And I gotta keep you somewhere where I can see you, so that way if something goes wrong, I can cry. Probably could have redone this if I'd known that was the problem from the beginning, but I don't have patience. 10:05 Straight University Drive. Na, 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 na. Alright, gang, so let's actually talk about what we need to get done this month. Well, I guess I can pull it up on Figma. We need to make a boot screen. Now, this is obviously going to be very hard to show on stream, but it's going to look something like this. So when you turn the console on, I'm trying to make it where this would be a little animation. Oh. And then as it's loading, log messages will appear on the right side. Now, in order to do that, I need to rebuild the console's firmware in order to allow me to have our own init system instead of systemd. I could just plug system replace what we have in there right now, but I'm gonna warn you, it's not gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot more work. Na 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 na. Flex is that old? Flex your boom, 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 boom. Oh, 11/8, November 8th. Ah, smart, big brain, high IQ. Right foot, left foot, then turn. Right foot, left foot, then turn. Now, up, up. FBDev, I think it's what it's called. There's a framework. Because my idea is that I could draw directly into the frame buffer, or even like, so somebody told me, I don't remember where I found it, but like you could make the video like convert it to frame over frames. But I swear there's like a framework. No, 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 no. There'd be no. Da, 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 na, 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 na. So we can really just write directly to the frame buffer, but the question then becomes, how in the world do you do that? Um, there was a frame buffer UI, FBUI. Oh, that's a lot of reading. Oh boy. Ba ba ba. La ma na na. La ma na. La ma. La ma ma ma. La na. La ba da ba ba. Oh, heck no. Yeah, there's very little documentation on how to just inject into the frame buffer. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. What is motto? Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Switch constrained devices. Minimal update. Hmm. T-Win. I too enjoy digging up like 2005, 2006 projects because they help you so much, man. Like, really provide the information I need to build a modern system in 2025. But I could have sworn I did this. I searched this up earlier, and there was like a library. Hmm. I mean, I guess Cristallo, how are you? I'm not really looking at chat right now, so my bad. I'm like doing three things at once. I'm trying to find out how can I make this work. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. All right. You know what? Time to put this thing to good use. Chat GPT. Stay logged out, please, and thank you. Hey, chat. Uh, you tell me how I could draw. I can't spell. Frame where my custom in its system. I know. Yes, yes, yes. Yep, 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 yep. I don't need your code. Open it, but I guess. To access this screen bar info. Draw something simple. Ah, freak, man. This is a lot of math. I don't want to do math. Freak, man. Is there no way to do this easily? Gang. I mean, I guess not. I probably should have expected that. I don't like how they write the docs. Like, I wish they would just like list out all the functions. I wish it would list out all. I wish it would list out all the functions. Like there. Ooh, wait. Ooh, wait. They did. They did. Register frame buffer. We have to create an FB info. So I'm assuming there's like a way to create an FB info, right? Right, guys? There's not. I have to get the FB info another way. I could just look at the code, but that would be cheating. I guess. So you're getting the screen info and then this fixed screen info, right? And then you're using IOCTL, and this is how you know that we are cooked because I don't remember the last time IOCTL was stable to be used in low level code like this, but I guess it is. SCTO system call manipulates the underlying device parameters of a specific file, in this case, the frame buffer. Second argument is the device-dependent operation code. I'm sure that that's really secure and will not have any problems whatsoever. Yes, please, just pass the operation code as a string, isn't it? Oh, no. Yes. No, it's even worse. It's passed as an enum. Ah, yes, bit shifting will definitely not be a problem with this. Bit shifting will be a great time in here. Then we're getting the screen size from this vinfo here. Right, it's a long. When you're rendering to the frame buffer. Let's. Oh, what's the name of that? Ugh, I wish I had MS Paint right now or Dry. We do have MS Paint. It's just that it doesn't. There we go. All right. So very simply, right, your screen. This is your screen, right? Great box, I know. Beautiful, beautiful monitor. I would love to have this in real life. Right, so your screen is essentially really just a big grid. I just realized I could draw straight lines. Let's all pretend that this monitor isn't a disaster. Right? But basically, you can have like beautiful. 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 Wow. Alright, so yeah, this is actually very slow. I don't like doing that. There's like this program that I see everybody use, and I don't have it, and I wish I did. All right, so your screen is basically a bunch of grids, and you can set in the kernel how many grids horizontally you can have, and then the kernel will decide. You can set both vertical and horizontal if I'm not mistaken. So that's what that param is. This line length is literally just the width, and then the virtual resolution is the virtual height. So it's not the actual height of your screen, but it's like what the size of the amount. Oh, I can't speak. It's like the size of the characters, and then it's multiplied by a certain number. That way they can figure out how many characters can I realistically fit on this screen. Basically, that's what it is. So that's that, and then we're memory mapping to this FBP integer here. It's an unsigned integer that has both read and write. It's a shared memory buffer, and it's the FB, which is the frame buffer itself. Okay, so this is a value pointing to what I would assume is the pointer, and then this checks if it's a pointer, and if it's not, then it throws pair. Okay. I still don't understand how pair error works because I thought the param that you pass in pair error is the program that you want to get the error from. Like I thought that as the string is the name of the program that you're getting the error from. If as is Oh, it's a prefix. The argument string S is printed followed by a colon and blank. Then the error message or the corresponding of the current value of error null. So what it does is it just prints prefix S and then the error message. Intriguing. 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 I did not know that. So draw something simple. What this does is for item Y, while Y is less than the resolution of the screen, increment Y. And then for, wow, so vertically, and then for each row, go horizontal, then vertical, basically. And then location is the x offset times the per pixel divided by 8 plus the y offset times the line length. And then, oh, heck no. This is filling bit by bit. That's actually terrorism. Oh no. Oh no. That is filling bit by bit. That is really bad. Is there not Come on, chat. Lock in. Without FBdev. Yeah. Okay. They're saying that F archive. Where is that? No. Archive. Where is that? No. SDL. DirectFB is dead. What's this? Blah, 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 blah. Cairo. Um. Okay, hang on, chat. He will be right back. Give me a second. Let me go check my notes because I actually have a doc that says where I'm gonna, what I was gonna use. Right, CNN, FDev, CairoNet. That's not the thing. I had research already done, and now I can't. I don't. I don't remember what it is. I talk about using libvrm, but I said I didn't want to do that. Dang. Start the compositor. FFmpeg. I swear I had, there was a library like FBdev or something like that that I had seen that I could use, but apparently FBNM, that's what it's called. I would have never seen that because it's like hidden in the 5,000 things I have. Really gotta clean up my docs, guys. FBNM, that's what it's called. Come on. Stuff not. What the? Come on. My monitor just turned off. Why? I don't know. Come on. There we go. Alright, cool. It's called FBNM. I think this could be more useful. Very cool. Right, so it's by Brenton Samograd. I could have sent this to myself if I was smart, but the time-based scheduler. If you periodically schedule function calls over an arbitrary timeline, the dynamic. For example, series of dots and comma. You hit Control C. Common Lisp. Mm. Mm. So in theory, what you could do is you could use FBNM to display frames. So this is a method, but I think the reason why I didn't have it um I think the reason why I didn't have it in the forefront of the dock is probably because A, this was written 9 years ago, and B, it does not have the tool I need. So I guess we're gonna be drawing directly into the frame buffer. There was one other thing. I swear I could like turn the FFM because well, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna try and like actually just draw. Like we need to make something show up in the frame buffer. But if you look at the code example here, right? My idea is to have this in debug mode be under the terminal like this, and the terminal renders the text on top of it. How am I gonna do that? No idea. No idea. Don't even ask me. In fact, actually, this should be smaller. This is gonna be like, yeah, it's gonna be like that. Yeah, like log messages will show up on the right side of the screen like that. But I have like literally no idea how I'm gonna do that. That's like a later down the line thing. All right, let's see. How's my building going? It's going. All right. All right, let's try and write some code, shall we? We need to write a program that will. I guess the first thing, I should be able to just draw to the frame buffer, right? If I draw to the frame buffer, will I see it on screen? I mean, maybe? Init? Nah. Linux. Close enough. Okay, so it seems like this, not this, not that. This is the correct way to do it, where you open the frame buffer device, but this then requires that the frame buffer be a device. So you're looking at our main somewhere. It can't. The frame buffer won't be available until here. Wait, but then how do we see? I'm looking at this now, and it seems like something isn't right. Because if we're gonna start mount before, we can't really draw to the frame buffer until it's mounted, right? Like, but system. Whoa, hold up. Let's go look up MDev, man. MDev is. My hands are so cold. Oh. He was just tired 24/7 nowadays. Okay, so come here, busy bugs. Wow. Okay. So. Oh. It seems like this dude deleted his account. Oh, dang. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. The same goes. Oh. It's because the Wi-Fi went out. Come on. There we go. All right. So, hmm. Um, hmm. So in MDev main, if yada yada yada, right? Hmm. Right. So here all make device. Okay, that's fine. Oh, let me see this. Now make device. Hmm. And then you're gonna use when later when you make it, you're gonna use the block type. If there's a rule to execute, then execute it. If it needs to be renamed, rename it. Yada yada yada. Not really sure what it's supposed to do. Hmm. I don't be understanding y'all documentation sometimes. It just be looking like a hot mess. Another one bites the dust. Then I guess we'll just wait. Can't really do a whole lot. In theory, I'm going to have to figure out how to draw the frame buffer, but I can't really do that without a working debug system. It's kind of why I haven't really worked on this custom. Starting the environment variables, running fdev, which is this project here that gets all the devices, remounting the system with now the new start remount, where everything will be read only except for the console directory, which will allow it to write to games and stuff there. Then I also plan on making it so that if you're in a debug system, that you're able to get access everything. Obviously, um, once you remount, then it starts the compositor, the setup menu, or the main menu, depending on whether or not you have a settings file. And then, wait, it does this twice. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. And then this just handles zombies in the process. Now, MDev is a little bit more sophisticated because it handles to system D just a lot more lightweight. But um it still does a lot of rule checking, like really and it isn't too complex. It's just that unfortunately I think this is the sysv init version. Hold on. So no. Yeah, this is a sysv init version, and we know it is because there should be no system D. So we're just not going to build these to UDEV. We're not going to build UDEV either. I'm going to be replacing UDEV. In fact, we're going to be replacing quite a few dependencies, as you will see later. Um, Not the important ones, but sysvinit will be replaced with the project we're working on right now. Sysklog won't be there. E2F will. No ManDB, no UDev. And then once we get into the more important packages, then we'll kind of move from there. Right now, I need GCC to build. Another one, another one. Do, 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 do. Hmm. I'd be curious to see how long this will take. Mouse, okay. Shouldn't take more than an hour, realistically. But it seems, alas, that we will have to wait until this is finished. I can't parallel run on the system, so that's why I haven't really written any code, because I have to literally wait. And I thought that I thought GCC was working, but then I asked some people in the LFS Discord server why, or not why, but where a.out comes from this command, because it's supposed to readelf. Oh, you can't see that. It's supposed to readelf a.out, and a.out comes from this with the dash here. That is what makes the a.out, and then this is the part that verbosely logs it out. Why is there dash v and dash dash verbose? I thought those were the same thing. Anyways, it puts it out to that dummy.log, so I was like, alright, let me actually read this dummy.log, and it basically says that GCC wasn't installed, which GCC is installing now. So, until then, we wait. I will be back perchance on Thursday at the same time